Aviation is considered one of the safest modes of transportation, yet there are rare moments when tragedy strikes and lives are forever changed. In those final moments before a crash, the cockpit voice recorder, commonly known as the black box, captures the pilot's last words, offering a glimpse into their thoughts and emotions. Some of these final words are especially heartbreaking, revealing the human side of these disasters. Today, we'll take a closer look at 5 heartbreaking last words from pilots moments before disaster. Number 1. Garuda Indonesia Flight 152. Ah, mother, I love you. On September 26, 1997, Garuda Indonesia Flight 152 was approaching Medan's airport in Sumatra. The pilots were navigating through thick haze caused by widespread forest fires in the region. The air traffic control mistakenly instructed the pilots to turn in the wrong direction, leading the Airbus A300 into a descent toward mountainous terrain. As the crew tried to regain control of the situation, the plane's fate became increasingly clear. In the final moments before impact, the captain's heartbreaking last words were, "Ah, mother, I love you." The sheer emotion in this simple farewell highlights the raw humanity of the situation as the pilot, fully aware of what was about to happen, expressed love for his mother one last time. Flight 152 crashed into the mountainous terrain, killing all 234 people on board. The tragedy left families devastated, but the captain's final words serve as a poignant reminder of the deep emotional connections we hold, even in our final moments. Number 2. Air Florida Flight 90. Larry, we're going down, Larry. On January 13, 1982, Air Florida Flight 90 departed from Washington National Airport during a snowstorm. The plane had not been properly de-iced, and soon after takeoff, it struggled to climb. Ice had built up on the wings, preventing the aircraft from gaining the necessary lift. In the cockpit, the pilots realized too late that the aircraft was in serious trouble. The co-pilot, seeing the plane descending rapidly, cried out to the captain a desperate plea. "Larry, we're going down, Larry." His voice was filled with panic. The Boeing 737 struck the 14th Street Bridge and plunged into the icy Potomac River, killing 78 people. Only 5 people survived the crash, and the black box recording became a haunting reminder of how quickly a routine flight can turn catastrophic. Number 3. Atlas Air Flight 3591. Lord, you have my soul. On February 23, 2019, Atlas Air Flight 3591, a cargo flight operated for Amazon, was on approach to Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport when it suddenly nosedived into Trinity Bay. The investigation revealed that the first officer experienced spatial disorientation, leading to the loss of control of the Boeing 767-300. In the final terrifying moments before the plane hit the water, the first officer's last words were a desperate prayer. "Lord, you have my soul," as he realized that the situation was beyond his control and there was nothing more he could do. The crash killed all 3 people on board, and the wreckage was scattered across the bay. The first officer's last words, filled with acceptance, knowing the outcome was inevitable. Number 4. PSA Flight 182. Ma, I love you. On September 25, 1978, PSA Flight 182, a Boeing 727, was on its final approach to San Diego International Airport when it collided midair with a Cessna 172. The collision caused massive damage to the larger aircraft, and it quickly began to spiral out of control. In those final moments, as the realization of the inevitable crash set in, one of the pilots spoke the simple, heartbreaking words, "Ma, I love you." It was a desperate farewell, filled with love, as the pilot faced his impending death. PSA Flight 182 crashed into a San Diego neighborhood, killing all 135 people on board and 7 people on the ground. The pilot's final words, directed at his mother. Number 5. Peru Flight 603. That's it, I'm dead. On October 2, 1996, Peru Flight 603, a Boeing 757, took off from Lima, Peru, bound for Santiago, Chile. Shortly after takeoff, the pilots experienced problems with their instruments, which were providing incorrect altitude and speed readings due to blocked static ports. The crew became disoriented and was unaware that the plane was slowly descending toward the ocean. As the situation in the cockpit worsened, the pilots' confusion turned into panic. One of the pilots, realizing that the situation was unsalvageable, uttered the heartbreaking words, "That's it, I'm dead." His words carried a sense of finality, knowing that there was no way out. Moments later, the plane crashed into the ocean, killing all 70 people on board. The recording from the black box revealed the chaos and helplessness felt by the pilots as they battled faulty equipment, all while their fate had already been sealed. The final resigned statement, "That's it, I'm dead," encapsulates the devastating realization that there was no escaping the disaster. These final words are heartbreaking not just because they mark the end of lives, but because they reveal the human emotions, fear, love, faith, and resignation that surface in the most extreme moments of crisis. Behind every aviation disaster are people with families, loved ones, and personal stories, and these last words serve as a powerful reminder of that fact. Though these pilots fought until the very end, their final words echo through time, leaving us with a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the connections we hold most dear.